Have you ever heard the concept of you need multiple streams of income to be quote unquote successful or wealthy? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you why you don't need multiple streams of income yet. Now, the reason why I want to go through this is because a lot of young people are sold this dream of having multiple streams of income as the initial goal, and it brings them into all types of confusion, starting projects that they don't finish, and all these different things. I want to encourage you and help you to understand that being scatterbrained does not equate to success. Having your hands in multiple pots does not equate to success. Having even too many ideas does not equate to success. And one of the issues that I've seen in my own life when it came to wanting to grow financially is that when I locked in on one thing, the one thing prospered and it allowed me to maneuver through the other opportunities that came my way. Now, I want to go over a few issues and a few misconceptions that people have as it pertains to multiple streams of income. If you don't know what multiple streams of income is, multiple streams of income is basically the idea that you are to have different flows of revenue in different industries or in different sectors or whatever it may be, uh, so that just in case one thing falls, you have something to fall back on. Now, that's not a bad thing. I mean, by any means, but it should not be the initial goal. Okay, having multiple streams of income should not be the initial goal, because what happens to a lot of people is ideas, opportunities come in their direction and it consumes them. So they start one thing and say, hey, I'm going to start the next thing. And then, hey, I'm going to start the next thing. And then nothing ever gets done. And so you don't have streams of income, you have trinklets of income. And as you know, me, I believe in the four phases of wealth, or the four phases of money, which is accumulation, preservation, multiplication, and distribution. The idea of multiple streams of income for me and how I teach doesn't come in until the multiplication era. The accumulation phase is where we are earning, we're gaining, we're acquiring. And then the preservation phase is where we are uh, learning how to keep, learning how to leverage the tax code, learning the different avenues of or financial vehicles that I can use to make sure that I keep my money, so that when it's time for me to enter into new opportunities to multiply, whether that means investing in new business ideas, investing in new property, real estate, things like that, investing in new industries, I have the ability to do so with ease, right? The reason why I go through the different phases of wealth or the different phases of money is because a lot of people want to skip steps because they think they have gotten somewhere. But I've talked to a few wealthy people in my days, and one of the biggest takeaways that I got from them is they locked in on the one thing. I want you to type in the comments, I'm locking in on one thing this time. Because here's what happens when you can focus your attention on one idea, that idea can begin to shape your entire existence. So, I'm going to go over a few misconceptions that a lot of people have, and I just went over one unintentionally early. I went over one with you because I want you to understand why it is important for you to focus. All right. So the first misconception that a lot of people um, are struggling with is, or people think, is that wealthy means that you need multiple streams. Wealth means you need multiple streams. That's what they think. They think that to be wealthy, you need multiple streams of income. When I struggle with that concept because I've seen wealthy people who only had one stream or one one solid idea that that created the opportunities for them to have the streams. And here's what I mean. And this is going to get into the second misconception, that multiple streams equate to multiple different industries, right? So let's just say you have someone like myself. I'm in the financial industry, okay? And then I decide, well, I want to get into the automotive industry. Then I say, I'm interested also in multi-level marketing. And then I go into selling hair products. And, you know, I'm attracted. I'm like a squirrel. I see something and then I just go and do it. And that's not profitable for the mind. Okay. Um, it's not profitable for your ability to focus, and also um for you to actually succeed in an area and have dominion in that area. I hope I'm making sense to you. Having success is learning how to occupy space in your domain in its entirety. That's what success means to me. It means I'm locked in if the financial industry is my industry, I'm gonna lock into it. And I'm not going to stop until I have acquired the resources to then go and then invest into other business ideas, and then invest in the things that I want to do, or the things that, but right now my focus cannot be other industries. I have to only and solely focus on the industry of money. I want you to type in the comments, what is your industry? Because if you can lock in on the one thing, or the one industry, or the one idea, it will morph into the other ideas after the fact. Now, at the end of this, I'm going to show you how you can take one idea and create the streams for yourself out of one thing. Because I always believe, and I always tell people this. I always say that if it's an idea, a good idea, one idea can create 7 to 10 streams in the same industry. I want you to understand that. One idea can create 7 to 10 streams in the same industry, meaning you don't have to go into a different industry or sector in order to succeed and still be wealthy or still have money. Okay. Now, so the first misconception is people think that multiple streams make you wealthy. That's not necessarily the case for everyone. And they also think that multiple streams equal multiple industries. The third thing that people think is that doing a lot is equivalent to making a lot. When I would speak and ask some of the more seniored elders who had resources for a long period of time, they said the greatest asset that you truly have is not money, it's your time. Time is inherently more valuable than money. Everyone thinks that time is money. But if time is money, that would mean that if I gave you $1 million and said you had to die today, you would think that was valuable. You see what I'm saying here? If I told you I would give you $1 million, but you have to lose your life, is money valuable? Is money on the same scale or same level as time? Absolutely not. Because at the end of the day, in your heart of hearts, you know already that your time is more valuable than your money. Meaning that what you do with what you've been given on this earth, which is opportunity, the opportunities that you have on the earth is way more valuable than the money that you would ever have or accumulate. So if you are doing a lot that doesn't make sense, if you are someone who is doing a lot that is not aligned with your purpose, if you're trying to do all these different things that are trying to make money, you are losing time and losing sight on what is the most valuable asset that you have, and that's your time. So many times, and this is what we fail to do as parents and as adults and people who are overseeing children, we don't give them what is called intentionality. One of the things that we think that we have on the earth is time. Absolutely not. We don't have time. We can when the clock goes to the next minute, you lost that time. So what you do with your time is is much more valuable than anything in your lifetime, because you only get one life. So if you think that doing a lot is equivalent to making a lot, you're losing sight of what's really true in your life. Oh, I'm telling you the truth. Now, this is the language of money that I'm teaching you right now. Because the language of money says, I need to leverage my time or leverage my money so that I can have more time. But I only can leverage my money if I have an excess of it. And I only can have an excess of it if I'm focused and locked in on the thing that is driving the needle forward or driving the needle the proper way in order for me to get to where I'm supposed to get to. I hope I'm helping you right now. Now, another misconception, I just gave you three. Here's a fourth one. People believe that a stream is active work. So here's what some people would do. They'll get 50 different jobs and say, I gotta have the streams. Let's think about what I just said. You work in three jobs, right? One you work 8 hours, the other you work six, the other one you work two. 16 hours. Let's just say you have family and children. 24 minus 16 is 8. So I have 8 hours to eat, sleep, engage with family, and be social. That is not enough time to enjoy life. So a stream of income is something that flows without your presence. You don't have a stream of income if it can't flow without you. That's called automation. Okay. And so a lot of people think that even passive income is is not doing anything. Passive income, it begins active first. There is no such thing as true passive income. It's actually deferred income, meaning you work on something until it works for you. That's the idea of creating a system and a structure and a framework that can work without your presence. That is what we work to build in business. We work to build in business systems that can work for us so that we don't have to work for money. Now, the last and final misconception that a lot of people get messed up is you believe that you can multitask. Hello? I'm talking to you. You believe that you can multitask. You're going to burn down your house if you think that you can multitask. It can be your financial house. It can be your marital house. It can be your family house. It can be your church house. Whatever the house is, you're going to burn it because you only have one eye. I'm sorry, you only have one mind. You have two eyes, but they see one thing. These two eyes are to focus on one thing. I feel like I don't know. Am I talking to you? I'm talking to you. I want you to type in the comments. I'm talking. I'm talking. You're talking to me. Because the thing is, this is how important it is for us to focus on one thing. Okay? When your mind is in two separate places, or three, or four, you can't be as excellent as you need to be. People who say that they can do everything are people who will do nothing. Period. If you believe that you can do it all at the same time, you are going to exhaust yourself and you're wondering why you're burnt out. You are burnt out right now because you're trying to do too much and you're trying to occupy spaces that you're not supposed to. Focus on your purpose and the money will come. Focus on your passion and the money will come. Focus on your proficiency and the money will come. Now let me show you how easy and simple it can be for you to create streams, honest and true streams of income with one idea in one industry. Okay? Now I wrote this down right here because I want it to be very clear. Let's just say you're in a specific industry. I am in the financial industry. Okay? I teach finance, business, all things of that sort. Okay? So I was looking at my life and I said, how can I help someone understand how to do this the way I have? So my idea is finance. I'm going to show people how to master money. And let's just say my target now is college graduates. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write a book. I'm going to write a book. That's one stream. The second stream would be a course to accompany the book, to work with the book. It could be an audio course or video course with worksheets so that people can get the result that they desire the result of. Okay. And then let's just say somebody wants to go to the next level. I begin to coach groups of college graduates on finances, how to do certain things, how to budget, how to, create systems and financial systems and things of that nature. Then I begin to do consulting. So now I consult with colleges and high schools to show them show their students how to do things, and even consulting with the staff. That's another stream, okay, of income. Then I can do a training program to train other people like myself. That can be a stream because it can be self-taught or self-paced, and they can get a what do you call that? A certificate of certification. Then I can do a monthly newsletter where I can use AI to send monthly newsletters and people pay a subscription for that. That's a stream. Then I can do merchandise that can say, money comes to me with ease. Hashtag, whatever. Then I can do speaking engagements. And in the speaking engagement, I can sell my books and courses. The books and courses are already made. The coaching program is already made. Then I can do masterminds and coaching program. I just gave you like an entire 9 streams. But the key is, how do you not fully remove yourself from something? How do you create resources for yourself that are automatic? Here's what I want you to take away from this. You have ideas. Even if you are someone who's employed, you need to leverage your time. You want to be a millionaire but you still love your job? Okay, create teachings, showing people how to do the thing that you do, or showing people how to get a result. Hear me, and I want you to hear me clear. I don't believe that everyone's supposed to not have, or I don't believe that everyone's supposed to um be an entrepreneur. I just don't. I don't think everyone. I think you can become. And when I say entrepreneur, I'm talking about a full-time entrepreneur. I don't believe that everyone is to be a full-time entrepreneur, because we still need people in the school districts. We still need people in the medical fields. We still need people in the communities. We still need people in media. We still need people in these different sectors. And if everyone's an entrepreneur full time, who is doing the things that are necessary? Who is creating change in the world? Who will be the next president? Things of that nature. And if we only focus on that aspect, then we're going to miss out on the true impact. Now, let's just say you love your job. Good. I'm glad you do. But you still want to be financially free. You still want to be able to you want to do your job because you love it, but you also want to enjoy your life. Here's what you do. You have to become someone who knows how to create systems financially that will allow you to still enjoy your work, but not do it for the money or just to survive. What does that look like? I now leverage my platform on social media to get people to buy into a specific product or service, which is not even a product or service, it's a solution. And that will ultimately show them how to do a certain thing to get a specific result that they don't know how to get. And I do that consistently, boom, boom, boom. And I start to offer new solutions and greater solutions for bigger problems and things of that nature. I will create the streams of wealth. So I have an active stream, and then I have a passive one, or a deferred one, right? A deferred stream that works even while I'm working. So before I wake up with money, and I'm not dependent upon a paycheck from somewhere else. The key to having autonomy in the world is knowing how to create your world. If you want a change in your financial world, you have to look at yourself and see what areas of deficit or what areas of understanding am I missing? Because at the end of the day, financial problems are not financial problems. Financial problems are oftentimes knowledge problems. And if you know something and you understand it, you can apply it. My name is JaQuan Gamble. I hope this helped you understand why you don't need multiple streams of income yet. Your season is coming, but it's not time yet. Peace.